running a short course at City Lit at the moment called Pentatonics and Beyond, and I just thought it was worth jotting down some of the ideas that have come up, things we're discussing, to be able to share them a little more widely. And I'm going to talk you through some of these ideas, and we're going to do this in a single key. Of course, that's going to depend what instrument you play. For concert instruments like violins and cellos and flutes and oboes and guitars and pianos, you're going to be doing this in F major. For B-flat instruments, clarinets, trumpets, tenor saxophones, that kind of stuff, you're going to do it in G. And us alto saxophones, baritone saxophones too, anything in E-flat is going to do this in the key of D. So first things first, here is the major scale. Just play this up and down. Of course, you might have this in a different register, but just make sure that whatever key you're playing it, pianos and so on playing it in F, clarinets and so on playing it in G, and we're playing it in D, that it's the same key as I've got it. As I say, it might be in a different octave, but as long as we're in the same key, that's perfect. Now, to accompany the course that I'm running, I've created a bunch of jam tracks that I'm calling ambient jam tracks, and they're sort of nebulous, if you like, a little bit shapeless, deliberately slightly meandering and formless. In fact, I've got 12 of them. They're all the same, just 12 different keys, and each one consists of 5 notes only, the 5 notes of the pentatonic scale of that key. So for you guys in concert pitch, you're going to be playing along to a jam track that only uses the 5 notes of the F pentatonic scale. Trumpets and clarinets, the G pentatonic scale, and we're going to be playing along to the track that's built of a D pentatonic scale. I do have a video in my Soundbite series on pentatonics. In fact, I've got several videos on pentatonics, but the basic idea is we have the major scale and we take out the troublesome notes. Now, in fact, the major scale is itself very melodic, but if we think about the chord of the key using the first, third and fifth notes, there it is, that's the triad, that creates a basic chord. Now the fourth note, if I play the fourth note against the chord, perhaps you can hear that clashes. So that fourth note, you might be able to integrate that into a melody, but actually if you're looking for a kind of foolproof scale where you're guaranteed that every note is going to work, the fourth might not be an option. Likewise, the seventh, that's a semitone away from the key note. Here it is. And you can hear that there's a certain dissonance to that. So the fourth and the seventh, they're both a semitone away from important chord tones. The other thing about those two notes, unique to this pair of notes in the major scale, is that the fourth and the seventh are a tritone apart. Tritone, that's an interval that's exactly half an octave, 6 semitones or 3 tones, hence the term tritone. And that interval is itself very dissonant. So if we get rid of the fourth and seventh notes of the major scale, we've got rid of the notes that potentially clash with the major chord and that also potentially clash with each other. All we're left with then is 5 notes, and the sciencey bit says that the frequencies of the 5 notes that remain are in very simple ratios with each other, so they harmonize, they're very consonant. So I'm just going to start with the pentatonic scale of the key. For you concert instruments, that's F major. For B-flat instruments, that's G major. For us, that's D major. And we're going to play just the pentatonic scale along to this jam track. I'll have a go and then I'll leave it and you can carry on.